Welcome, Taurus, to the Taurus Super New Moon 1 month forecast for the ascendant, the Sun, or the Moon across the 16th, 17th of May. Depending on location, the Sun and the Moon come together in an exact conjunction in your sign for your annual new moon. It's truly exciting because there are other planetary influences feeding into this event, which are very hopeful, but also the moon is in her exaltation. It's her favorite place to be after the sign of Cancer. I'm going to share on screen with you, Taurus, your event chart from a purely Taurus perspective. By the end of the video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what the next 4 weeks holds in terms of your energy, work, relationships, and finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundel. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. So your sign is earthy. It's also pragmatic. It's looking for solutions that have some kind of functional benefit, but also it's ruled by the rather essential energies of Venus. So we need to take a look at what Venus is doing on this event too, and she can be potentially very lucky. But also on the screen now, you can see that the combination of the Sun and the Moon, very, very close to Mercury. Mercury in your sign can be very on the ball when it comes to details, but also grappling with things like financial ins and outgoings. But the first house is essentially your chance to showcase your individuality, what makes you unique, but have the confidence to do it. And because you've got such a clustering of energy in your 12th house, which is much more psychological, including the restrictive vibe of Saturn and the rather mystical energies of Neptune, there may have been periods in recent weeks where you have doubted certain parts of your approach or your value, because your sign can also be about value too. But you know, there's a lot to like about this event, Taurus, because not only is Mercury suggesting that you can think afresh and plan in a very agile and very intelligent way, but also because Jupiter, the planet of fortune, is linking a sextile to the moon and the sun. That's one of astrology's most helpful influences. So your mind can be alive. Jupiter's in a part of your chart that's to do with conversation. Jupiter can be about faith, but it's also about belief. If you have a message that you're really invested in, the next month gives you a wonderful window of opportunity to really go for it. But what about your ruler, Venus? Well, Venus is in the sign of Gemini, where she can be very vivacious. And she may have given you a little bit of a temptation to enjoy the good things in life recently, even if you had been on quite a strict diet that may have been tested. But on this precise event, Venus is in a stunning link with Chiron, but also Mars. And in fact, Chiron and Mars are precisely in conjunction on this event. Now, because they're in the 12th house can be that psychological dimension, but it can be where we have those anxieties and doubts. But Mars and Chiron are linking in a perfect sextile to Venus, which suggests to me an idea that you've been working on behind the scenes can really start to gain traction. So if you're very focused on improving your financial lot, if you take the lead, very first house energy, have absolute confidence and faith in what you're trying to do, Jupiter, you believe in your idea, Mercury, but also with that pure passion of Mars in that 12th house linking to Venus, that idea that's been building up on the back burner can be converted to better prospects around your income over the next 4 weeks. But also, you can feel better about yourself too. But you know, another way to do that is to give your personal image somewhat of a makeover. And even if you are a dedicated follower of fashion, sometimes it's good to actually do something within that, which is much more uniquely about us. It may be a small detail or a twist. It could be getting your hair done. It could be in some ways refreshing your overall wardrobe, but it will give you a renewal, which is what new moons are about. And new moons are also about setting our intentions. So if you have got an idea which requires you to be more individualistic, you are being asked to overcome some of the doubts that Saturn and Neptune may have created and really go for it in a very dynamic way. Now, when it comes to your professional situation, with Pluto right at the top of your chart, the planet of change, in that very strong link to Uranus, the planet of innovation in your second house of everyday money, when it comes to your work, you do need to be nimble. But if you do work for yourself, this particular new moon is very valuable. I'm going to summarize those 4 areas for you next of energy, work, relationships, and finances. But just to say, you can download uh, your free new moon factoid underneath this video. But also, I've slashed the price of my personal horoscope reports. It's now 3 for the price of 1. You pay for your life roadmap report, which helps us to understand our patterns that have played out in our lives so far, get a more intimate understanding of them, and work with them better future forwards. Free, you get your 12 months transit forecast, totally unique to you, and also your draconic soul karmic analysis too. 3 for the price of 1. It's because I've been doing this for 30 years, but you know, natal astrology is what really unlocks our way of working with the challenges but opportunities of this life so much better. If you've yet to watch your May monthly forecast, that's on the screen. Your Uranus Kazemi 78-year solar return on the screen. If you'd like to work with me directly, please see my testimonials below. It'd be a pleasure. And if you've yet to take advantage of my free daily written horoscope fired to your device each morning for your early day celestial pit stop, please do so now. Remember, you can read it for your ascendant, your moon, your sun, your partner, whichever you wish. Now, to summarize, if you are in a situation where you want to take direct action, this is a wonderful platform to do it. It doesn't matter whether it's about your personal image and identity or it is about a business idea you've got. The planets are conspiring in a positive way for you to really give you the chance to elevate yourself in a sparkling, imaginative, and a very dynamic way over the next 4 weeks. But it's not a time to sit on your hands, Taurus, and it's not a time to doubt yourself. But when it comes to your finances, Venus being in that second house looks very promising. And also Uranus being in the second house and linking to Pluto is good too, as long as you're open to doing different fresh things. Also, the combination of Mercury and the Sun and the Moon, particularly with Jupiter, also asks you to believe in your ideas and have maximum faith. When it comes to your vitality, I think having Mars on Chiron is intriguing. Chiron's going to be moving into your sign on the 19th of June, giving you a 3-month opportunity to recast your identity. But over the last 7 years, has been asking you to clear away any past hurts and upsets. But if there's still some work to be done, I feel that Mars with Chiron will help you on this event. And romantically, well, it's all to go for. There could be a connection with someone from your past. There could even be a growing energetic awareness that someone in your circle is creeping up on your senses. They may not say anything just yet, but if ever there was a chart which is asking you to seize the moment, it's this one. Thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. All the best, and look forward to seeing you again soon.